Welcome back to Andertons TV. Hey, Lee.
Pete. In the flesh. In meat.
Finally.
In meat space.
In meat space?
Yeah, not the digital realm.
Not meat. Meat as in meat each other.
M-E-A-T.
Oh, not in
meat.
As meat space.
Flesh world.
Welcome to Flesh and Meat with Lee and Pete. Man, it's great to have you. Thank you very much. I've been waiting for this for so long. And it's finally now we're all vaccinated, we've got our tests and everything, and we can now start to actually go and see each other again.
Jam with other human beings.
It's just
so good.
It's just so good. Anyway, this is very cool. This is a very special occasion. Thank you very much for coming down.
You know, excited, lost their heads. So excited about it.
The chicken.
Which
chicken
came first?
And the head. Yeah, which came first? The chicken without the head, or the guitar without the head?
Yeah.
That's the question, isn't it?
Well,
hey.
New range of headless guitars from Ibanez.
I'm super excited about these.
Q or Quest.
So
we're on a quest.
We're on a quest
to sell you some headless guitars.
Is that basically what it's all about?
That's it. That's the story. That's the
what it's about.
Quest.
I mean, so headless guitars. You know, I remember seeing people like, you know, Mike Rutherford back in the 80s playing these Steinbergers
and you've got all the kind
stuff.
of Synthax stuff with Holdsworth and you know.
back in the 80s, and now it just seems like this is the good time for you guys. I mean, what's the whole? What is the thing behind why you?
You can say this about anything, can't you? I mean, there's lots of great companies out there making headless guitars. I've done for a long time.
Yeah.
They can take a while to build. They can be quite expensive. So if you've got to be in it to win it, and it's very difficult to go to a shop and actually get hold of one to try it.
Yeah.
So as ever, Ibanez are interested in people being able to play guitar and enjoy playing guitar.
Yeah.
And so making a headless guitar that's affordable, has all the specs that you'd expect, has their build quality and all the other things at a price point that means that there are going to be plenty of them around in shops.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And
so
built to your Ibanez top quality.
Yeah.
Like anything you get from you guys.
I mean,
great.
if you look at the AZ range or the AZs, depending on which side of the pond you're listening to this YouTube video on.
Yeah.
You know, people were interested in why Ibanez were making those kinds of guitars.
Yeah.
When we already made the Roadsters, you know, the RGs and the S's.
Yeah.
Well, because we needed to offer people the kind of S-type guitar that they might want.
Yeah.
And that's all this is really.
But with a twist.
We always with a twist.
Yeah.
Always with a twist. So as you can see in some of these, look like multi-scale, but they aren't multi-scale.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking when I first saw the pictures. I was like, oh, it's going to be fan Fred on there. But actually, it's not.
It's not.
No.
And this comes down to, if you look at who the kind of key artists are for the launch of these products, you have people like Ichika, who have this new and exciting way of playing guitar, which is well beyond my capabilities.
Yeah,
but the way that these kind of modern guitar players who play headless sit is different to the way that I certainly would, you know, with one foot on the monitor on a Friday night down the dog and duck.
It's so funny you should say that because, and sorry to interrupt, because on Friday I posted a video of me on my Instagram standing up with the guitar.
Yeah.
And I probably haven't done that for a while, and all of this sitting down it's a whole new generation of players, which most of them are Instagram or YouTubers.
You find that,
and they're sitting down.
The kit that you need to become an Instagram guitar player these days is headless guitar, pot plant just out of focus. You know,
some desk which is really tidy.
Some kind of Control-C, Control-V prog metal track that you put togetger.
Oh God, we're going into that. We're going to say that stuff.
There's plenty of legitimate, credible players out there.
Exactly, and I tell you, I mean, even me, when I saw these guitars, I was like, yes, I'm interested in this, and I don't know why. It just draws me in because for me, guitars are not just something that I like the look of that and then I buy it. It's an inspirational tool that you buy, whether these are super light as well, and we get to that in a minute. But you look at these and you go, well, this is going to inspire me to play a different way, maybe still like I play, but in a different way.
I mean, we were just having a jam, weren't we?
Yeah.
And we were playing in a kind of traditional way.
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything too out there.
No.
On these guitars, because any guitar is capable of it.
Yeah.
In many respects, if you guys are familiar with the S range of Ibanez guitars. The body itself is very similar to that. It's extremely light though. These are Nyato bodies. So very kind of super slim profile. So if you put a headstock on this, you'd almost be forgiven to be thinking it's an S or an SA.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not an unbalanced guitar in any way, shape or form.
No, and it's not, it doesn't feel, you know, we were talking about some, I mean, I've got the one here with the and these are not fan frets. What was this?
It's actually set at an 8-degree slant. And
slanted frets.
They're slanted frets, yeah.
And that is for people that you said might
yeah,
have it a
it's
bit
kind of
higher
like, it's the guys and girls that are doing all the kind of, all that kind of stuff.
Because it's...
all that, which is beyond me. But that is the kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not playing the slanted fret one here. And to be honest with you, it's interesting I've said that because you can barely notice it.
Yeah, it's not much, is it?
No, you don't notice it when you're playing. It's probably more noticeable to watch than it is to sit with the guitar and play.
It feels quite natural actually, because you are doing, when you're sitting, actually your hand will normally do that kind of thing anyway.
Yeah.
So the frets
that's
they fit with that. With the way that your hand sits, but I can see if people are sitting more or having the guitar up high.
Well, it's the kind of Rick Graham thing of sitting like this, isn't it?
Yeah,
Where you have
and it's
this
completely.
angle.
Then they're really straight. I'm looking down at them now; they're actually straight.
Now they're really straight, and it's because I
where
suppose
this would, you know, that it's not straight.
and when they're sitting like that, then they're putting potentially more strain on their wrists when they're doing the kind of things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So you know, Ibanez didn't just make these things. Oh, we'll just give it 8 degrees. They spoke to the people who were playing that way. And said, what do you need? And they said, well, this would be useful. So they've gone, in their ultimate humility, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, but that's the way you have to do it these days. You know, you have to listen to what people say, you know, because otherwise nobody will buy your stuff, really, at the end of the day. You go, well, this is just how it's going to be, and I'm not going to change. But,
yeah,
you know.
well, that's it. Oh, look, and the guitar market, you know, in terms of, isn't it interesting that, you know, many of the designs haven't changed in 50, 60 years, and we're still excited by those shapes and, you know, the new finish on the same guitar effectively and all. You know, it's just what we do.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Yeah, it is. So tell me a bit more, because you've got there's two different what do you say, like not shapes, two different sort of models, right?
Yeah, I suppose two iterations of
two iterations,
Headless.
yeah.
So they're all the product code, if you like, is a Q.
Yeah. Quest.
Q for Quest. And now, if there's an X after that, it's a QX, that's the ones with the slanted frets.
Yeah, so that would be this one here.
They all have the Nyato bodies.
Yeah.
They all feature a roasted maple and babinga neck.
I mean, look at this one.
Get some really nice close.
Look at that.
Ibanez are renowned for doing those kind of 11-piece necks.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I mean, completely over the top, but I love it.
Yeah, well, yeah. They do. I mean, they look nice, don't they?
Yeah.
And they age well as well.
Yeah.
But they're rock solid, and that's the great thing of these. You know, you can chuck this in the hold of a plane.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to experience lots of different temperature changes and all that sort of stuff. It's just going to be rock solid, like the AZs and AZs are.
Yes.
I can attest to that because I've had my prototype for years now. It's just getting better and better with age. That neck is.
Touring machines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they all have appointments that sort of trickle down through different ranges. So now on the AZs and many of the RG premiums, lumen lay side dot inlays.
Yeah.
We've got the Jezcar Evo frets, which are kind of this gold colour.
But it's a stainless steel then?
Jezcar's a different metal. It's not stainless steel.
But it's not nickel then?
No, it's not nickel either.
Oh.
It is Jezcar.
Jezcar. It sounds like a...
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm not a metallurgist.
It's like either Star Wars or NASCAR, a branch of NASCAR. You know, the dry cars called Jez.
These aren't the frets you're looking for, Peter. Yeah, so 24 frets.
Yeah.
Now on the straight fretted instruments,
so these
the ones without
here.
the X,
what
you have is a Wizard C profile.
Yes.
So anybody who's familiar with Ibanez guitars will be familiar with the Wizard C. Very similar to an AZ, really. Now on the X guitars, the ones with the slanted frets, this is where we have a different type of neck profile.
Yeah, it feels slightly slimmer this way to me.
Yeah,
so in that way, where this one is more rounded, bit flat, bit more rounded here.
Yeah, so
in my hand,
flatter profile, same radius across the entire length of the neck.
Yeah. What's the radius on the?
So on the parallel necks, it's 19 all the way down, 19 mil.
Yeah.
Really, really flat.
Yeah.
On the Wizard C, it's not that much different. 21 at the nut, 22 towards
but they don't feel
that.
They don't feel that flat.
No,
I'm surprised. I wouldn't say they were more than.
They feel more traditional, don't they?
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
But maybe that's the frets, because I'm, I keep going on about this, but I am definitely more a nickel fret guy than a stainless steel fret guy. But these feel more like nickel to me, and that's why I was asking. They've got this sort of not resistance, but they feel more like nickel to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And that just makes it a bit more traditional, actually, to play. But at the same time, with a flat neck, I mean, somebody could get this the flattest, the lowest action ever.
Oh, completely.
With nines on it and just shred it.
Totally. And these guitars and samples, they've not been set up that way. These are actions nice and high.
Yeah,
so
if you do people like us.
The kind of things that Pete and I like, doing all that kind of stuff, you want, a bit of distance between the frets and the strings. Yeah. Otherwise, your strings will flick out of your hands.
They're super cool. So these two have got the same kind of pickup configurations and knobs on it. I mean, we need to play at some point, but we'll do that. But let's just.
So HSS guitars and these type of guitars, like the AZ or AZ, and these all have the same switching system. So this is what is called a Dynamics or Dynamics 9.
Clamor. Yeah.
So in short, what's happening with that? You have a little toggle switch.
Yeah.
So you've got a five-way selector.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
And then you have the toggle switch.
Yeah.
The toggle switch, all it does is set, neck and middle pickup in parallel or series, or split the coil on the humbucker, depending on where you're at. And the whole point of that, the reason why this switching system was put in place, was so you could try to get that T-style honk, or the S-style Hendrixy kind of. From your
that's a humbucker.
That's a humbucker.
What are these pickups here on? What's the pickups on here?
So all of these are Ibanez brand pickups.
Okay. Yeah.
I was quite surprised when I saw them. I was thinking, what are these? Are these
bare knuckles?
Bare knuckles, DiMarzio?
Yeah.
Actually, they are brand Ibanez pickups.
Yeah.
So no aftermarket ones put in there, and I can't believe how good they are. And that's not to knock our own pickups, but people spend a lot of time and effort on their pickups and aftermarket stuff.
Yeah, they spend
and a lot of people
and
do that with Ibanez guitars. They're expecting a DiMarzio or on the bass and Nordstrand, all of that kind of stuff. I can't believe how good these sound.
But if you want to keep the price to a
there you go.
Which we haven't even got to the price yet of these, but it's ridiculous, And I think if you want to keep a price point where everybody can sort of. Maybe not everybody, I say that, because these are going to be around 900 quid, right?
Yeah.
So 800 quid and then up to 1,000 for the ones with the burl tops on them. And that price point, if people want that price point, they'll.
If you're interested in a headless guitar, and you're not sold on spending thousands on a bespoke custom instrument, all that sort of stuff, and you just want to try it, these are a great way to do that.
Absolutely, but also what I'm saying is, if you expect to get DiMarzios or Seymour Duncans or something in there, that price will just go up a little bit, and then you want this, and then a little bit, and then you.
But at the moment, you put DiMarzios in, people go, I could have done with an aftermath, bare knuckle aftermath.
Yeah.
So it's horses
and you put
for
that
courses.
in yourself, and then that's going to cost you another 250 quid for pickup.
So you can mod these as you like.
Yes, but why would you if it sounds great?
Well, I think they do, and that's the honest truth. And I did. I mean, in some respects, this is the first time I've played some of these sixes because we got them and we brought them straight here. But I did shoot a video on the 7 string.
That's amazing.
And I honestly, I was blown away by the sound quality.
They feel great, but we should definitely hear them. So
one more thing before we do that,
yes,
is just to say, if you're unfamiliar with changing strings on these,
what is this?
I was like, how do you change the strings on it? It's super easy, super easy. These are the tuning dials, for want of a better term.
Yeah.
It's a tuning rod, I suppose. Unscrew it. As you do that, the ball end of the string pops forward.
Yeah.
And you can just take it out. And then that's just locked in there with an Allen key.
Goes through the little Allen key.
Standard Allen keys obviously come with it, but if you've got one of the Ibanez multi-tools, they'll work as well.
Yes.
It's so easy to change strings on them.
That's amazing. I mean, and I'm looking at these pickups here. Can you actually raise each individual pole piece there.
I don't think you can raise pole. Well, do you know what?
I think so. It
hey,
looks like
they have got a hexagon, so maybe you can.
Yeah.
Never trying to do that, Pete.
But anyway, also you need to just click the links below for any information and any specs. And if you're looking for this bit and what's that bit, and then just head on down if there's something we haven't mentioned. And please like and subscribe.
Other thing to say is the reason why there's 2 strap locks.
Yeah.
The main reason is just to make them more stable when they're sat down like that.
I love
because the moment you don't do that, it's going to be falling over potentially.
But are you going to make a pink one? That's what I was going to ask.
Well, we can make a pink one. We can make a purple one.
Right,
going to make a multi-scale 9-string purple one for you.
This is going to be like. Okay, Lee, please let's hear what the. So that was the iteration X.
So
no, sorry.
We haven't got the X ones out. They're not going to sound any different.
No, it's going to be the same. But
it's just the way they play.
I wanted to try to play the one with the straight frets on it.
Yeah, so you switched it out.
So
I've got the double humbucker, which is this guitar effectively, minus the slanted frets.
Yeah.
And Pete's got the HSS configuration. So if we're going to run through doing some clean tones.
Yeah, we'd like some clean tones, please. Please.
We'll start with the neck pickup.
Yeah.
I'll give you each one split.
So what happened there? So now you're splitting it?
I was split.
When it's up, it's split, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll split them and go the other way. Hey, maybe Jimmy would have played on one of those. Who knows? It'd have been like this way round.
Plugged into his PRS amp.
So what are you, all true bypass pedals.
Yeah, exactly. What are you plugged into there?
I'm going into the Laney Cub Super Top, which is a 15 watt all-tube head. Great amp. Nothing going on in front of it, although I am hitting the front of the amp pretty hard with the gain at around about 4. So for a bit of dirty stuff, if I wanted to... An Ibanez Mini Tube Screamer.
Yeah!
Yeah,
it's
great.
Okay, so let's try to have. This is kind of the. So this is the. God, I can't remember now. So this is just the AZS Dynamics 9, exactly the same as in the AZ range. Obviously different pickups because they have the Seymour Duncan Hyperion. That's right. It's clean into the DP40. Volume and tone. Tell you what, I can't get over that this flat radius board doesn't feel that flat.
Yeah.
And it's
you don't feel like you're playing, you know, an Uber shred machine, do you?
No, not at all. Yeah. So these two pickups together.
Well, at the minute you are all the way off. So your dynamics is off at the minute. That's on, and
okay,
that's off. So that's it. So that's your standard.
So here,
just your neck, and then that would be the one with those two in power.
So that's
all the way away from you. It's like throwing it away. Is off.
Okay, so I'll do it off first, and then I'll go the other way back like you do. And that's all clean now.
It's got a lovely neo soul kind of vibe going on.
It does all of that. You know. Which I can't play all that stuff, but that's why somebody else can do that. I'm gonna play my blues licks. This is completely clean into the Victory DP40 there.
Oh, okay.
This one here, Bad Cat is running the loops out. So when you heard the loop in the beginning, so that splits out to that, and the bass coming out of that, it then runs into the interface.
Perfect.
So it's like, so we can mix it at the end and make it sound as good as possible.
That's very clever.
Yeah, it's very, very clever.
Sorry.
You're hearing what this sound like. I'm on the Hamburg. Take that off. And the frets again are quite much higher than I'm used to. You know, it's a higher fret, not that I'm used to, but on for instance, this is a bit slightly flatter.
Well, they're not jumbo, are they? You're a jumbo fret guy, ordinarily.
I'm a 60. What is it? 5110 or 60 whatever. It's like a high narrow, tall and narrow. It's kind of, I'm just old fashioned.
The traditional stuff.
Yeah. So many sounds in here. Bit of gain. Hey. So many sounds. So many sounds. I mean, it's too many sounds. For now, just to demonstrate,
you playing that riff and those kind of riffs, I could see you on a stadium, being the hired gun, playing that guitar. Well, it doesn't look out of place.
No, it wouldn't look out of place, and it got. It's a little bit of a sort of. It's got it all, man. And it's super light.
Yeah, they are.
Super light. So many tones.
Nice and balanced.
Yeah.
You don't miss the headstock being there. It's not doing this.
Look at that neck.
All the time.
No, I mean, if you were sort of, yeah, it's just balanced. Yeah. It's not, it doesn't do that, you know, it doesn't do that. And I like the look. It's a good scratch plate. Good colour.
I prefer the ones that, I mean, I'm a double humbucker guy anyway, given the preference.
Yeah.
Given the choice. That would be my preference. And I prefer no scratch plate.
Oh, right. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. How people see, I could definitely see, I was saying that earlier, I could definitely see like a T-style configuration on here.
Oh, yeah.
That would be wicked. But hey, maybe one day, let's see what happens.
Or maybe we'll do a video, because we were doing a couple of videos today. Yeah. We can just get a saw out and just take a headstock off.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, I don't know if that video is coming out before or after, but if it is out already, then you should go up here and click the pop-out banner, and then you can watch that video. And maybe there's an old video with Lee demonstrating some other stuff here on the,
you don't
on
want
the
to
channel.
do that. Don't do that.
Like way back the day, like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it would be 10 years.
Yeah. Anyway, should we? Is there anything else we need to say, or
I don't think
are we kind of happy?
I think we should. Should we play the 7? Because that's one thing.
Well, you should play the 7.
Someone's going to say you should play the 7.
Lee, let's hear some 7
let's do
strings,
some. I'll keep it
please.
clean. I'll do something a bit simpler this time. Just a few chords for you. Okay. So I don't think funk is the order of the day.
You need to give us some gain there, man.
Let's
get some gain on. Get some of your shred. That's all in the hair, isn't it?
It's all in the hair.
It's all in the hair. It's just the tone hair. It's the tone hair. Brilliant.
So they sound great.
They do sound great. I mean, I just plugged this one in, and there's definitely something with the humbuckers. You're right that it's you say you're a humbucker man. I like it, and I like the frets. I like these. And they look
like
great.
The slant, yeah.
And I like the old the bird's eye inlays on the necks. I mean, look at that one. Check that out.
That's very nice.
It's very, very nice. So, when can we expect these in stores?
Well,
to purchase.
I can only talk about the UK.
Yeah.
Wherever you are in the world, it's going to be down to the distribution network.
Yes.
Making it happen for you across the pond in different places. In the UK, we are expecting them sort of mid-August.
Okay.
I think.
So that's not too far away.
No, not at all.
Too far away.
And given the situation and the way that the world has been operating, or not, that's not too bad at all.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So,
but really well made. And we're looking at about 900 quid, 8 to £1,000.
Yeah, I think it's 849 for the 6. I think the Burl top is a little more.
Yeah.
This is around about the 1100, 1200 mark.
You would expect that. I mean, a well-built guitar. I mean,
this is such a cool top as well.
Every time we do anything Ibanez, especially the bass-related stuff, and the prices on these, it's just every time I'm like, what? You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
They do a good job. But anyway, thank you, Lee.
Oh, you're so welcome.
For coming out and seeing us today and showing us the Headless Horseman. I watched that with my daughter this weekend. She's into all of that all of a sudden. She's 12. She's getting into all her making SF effects, special effect makeup.
Oh, really?
So she'll come down and she's got like a massive scar down the arm, going, yeah, like that, with stuff hanging out. She's like,
don't need to take to the hospital. No, it's
like,
only...
So we watched Sleepy Hollow with the Headless Horseman.
Quite scary.
Yeah, she just loves it.
Yeah,
it's like, you're not going to have a nightmare or anything. Nope. Well, let's watch it.
That's amazing.
And she's like that. Yay! Chopping the heads off and...
Exorcist next, then.
I mean, I love it. I love it all day long. Paranormal Activity.
Oh my God, that one is just...
Right. Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch Project, all the ones where you kind of... Where there's something there, but there's nothing. There's something there, but there's nothing there. You're like... Phantom Menace. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you, Lee. And go and check him out as well on his Instagram account. We'll put a little link there for you so people can go and check you out as well. And thank you. Let's jam out.
Okay.